Every year, Rotterdam is the host of the national fireworks of the Netherlands on New Year's Eve. However, this year, it was on the verge of cancellation due to high levels of threat. Extra caution had to be taken by the organization after they received tips about a possible terrorist attack on Rotterdam. 2 people got arrested that same evening for having affiliation with the threats. Immediately, people in the Netherlands assumed that these threats had something to do with ISIS. Tweets and comments on social media didn't lie. Dutch people were convinced that these were jihadists and Muslim extremists. The news lately has fed the Dutch dissatisfaction with the Muslim community in the Netherlands. Islam is the second largest religion in the Netherlands. Currently, a little less than 1 million Muslims reside there. In 2008, a Dutch newspaper called the Historisch Nieuwsblad published research which pointed out that more than half of the native Dutch people consider Islam to be a threat to their national identity. The recent threats from the Middle East have only increased this distrust towards Islam. But why is that? Can one single terrorist movement represent an entire religion? Are all Muslims a threat to us? Are we understanding what Islam is all about, or are we just being fed the wrong information? We have set out to clear the debate once and for all, to find out the single truth behind Islam. Maybe there is something to learn for us. Today, we are interviewing Lotfi El Kanfoui, student at Erasmus University Rotterdam with Moroccan ancestry. He's a practicing Muslim and has in-depth knowledge of the Quran and Islam practices. We asked his opinion about some quotes we found online about Islam in the Netherlands. This tweet contains some quotes from the Quran. We asked Lotfi his thoughts.
This also like a sentence, but there's like a whole story around it, and they just show this sentence to put like Islam in a bad daylight. Like they quote like any religion other than Islam not acceptable. It's like Islam is the true religion, but it also states that you have to have a respect for other religions. It's not that they are not acceptable. As a person for you, it's not acceptable to become like a Hindu or something else because you're a Muslim. So I think it's a bit out of context.
While talking to Lotfi, we also uncovered another misconception of Islam.
So actually, the whole purpose of the Islam promotes violence and terrorism is actually not at all related to what the religion is about.
No, totally not. But like I said, there are some people who interpreted it in a different way. It's like how if you just see this sentence, then the only thing you can imagine is like, okay, they're killing innocent people. Well, that's not the case.
When we asked Lotfi if he had been confronted with racism before, he gave some very honest answers.
We don't need your kind of people in here. So as a child, I could get very mad about it, but now I'm just accepting it because I'm not the type who's going to say like every Dutch man or woman is racist, because it's not. It's just a small group, just as a small group of Moroccan people is doing wrong things.
To close off the interview, Lotfi shared some wise words.
The only way to improve this matter is to have like cultural understanding and do research for yourself, not just take over things that are on the TV or in the media.
In conclusion, it's incredibly important to have mutual cultural understanding. In these tense times, we must find ways to cooperate and live together in peace. We must learn to understand each other. Only then can we progress as a nation.